short story. I based Looking for My Mules on a tale told to me by a person I love dearly. I was working as a playwright and actor while I was writing the story. "You're no writer," sneered the inner critic who tries to sabotage my every move. "You're just a theater person. Who do you think you're kidding?" I wrote Looking for My Mules anyway, and a blessed small literary magazine picked it up, giving me a boost in confidence that I desperately needed. Slowly, over many years, other chapters began to grow. Then, while performing a burlesque dance in my play Gloria Duplex, wearing 4-inch spike heels, I came out of a flying dismount, landed off balance, and broke a tiny bone in my left foot called the sesamoid. Small as this bone is, it serves a crucial purpose. It acts for the foot as the knee does for the leg. It hurt to walk. It hurt to stand. It hurt to sleep with a heavy blanket covering my feet. It hurt too much to be on stage. I was sidelined until my foot healed, which took more time than I can bear to think about, even now. I had worked for years to get where I was, and this was devastating to me as a professional actor. You can't afford to be out of the loop. You must be seen. You can't turn down role after role and still expect them to call. It was scary, depressing, and lonely to lose the career I had trained for and nurtured my entire life in one way or the other. That broken bone forced me to quiet down, sit still, and write. Something I've always had trouble doing because the actor body I inhabit longs to stay in constant motion. Hidden blessings inside suffering. This is ultimately what Little Altars Everywhere is about. We are given our lives, our fear, our broken bones, and broken hearts. Breaks create openings that were not there before, and in that space grow the seeds for new creation. So that at the dark center of suffering that suffuses Little Altars Everywhere lies both the luminance of blessing as well as the seeds for my second book, Divine Secrets of the Ya-Ya Sisterhood. Little Altars Everywhere was originally published by a tiny Northwest press. They gave me the biggest gift anyone could have, the perfect editor for the manuscript, Mary Helen Clark. We met every Saturday morning at my home on the island, consuming gallons of coffee and tea and baskets of yummies from the local bakery. We stretched out on my bed with drafts of chapters covering every square inch and howled with laughter over bits we thought were funny. Then we'd try to come up with something even funnier, the sadness we did not have to work on. It came, as sadness usually does, as soon as I sat down and began to listen. The small press had a correspondingly small budget for publicity, so my husband, our best friend, and I became a public relations firm and did our damnedest to promote the book. We made up a letterhead on our Mac, maxed out our credit cards at the copy shop, and hit the local and regional media for all we were worth. I'd make follow-up calls to radio and TV and newspapers, pretending to be a secretary, just following up on the Rebecca Wells material we sent you. I have given thanks for my background as an actor more than once. Receiving the Western States Book Award for Little Altars Everywhere brought some money into the coffers of the small press and helped the book along, not to mention giving me a surge of optimism. Then booksellers began their big-hearted word-of-mouth campaign to sell my book, and I learned to love booksellers as much as I had always loved librarians, book friends, too many to count. With the publication of Divine Secrets of the Ya-Ya Sisterhood, Little Altars Everywhere was reissued in paperback, and now, to my great joy, in hardcover. People ask me how I feel, and I say, happy. Or more accurately, I say, a big, fat, beautiful gift has dropped into my lap, and I hope I know how to treat it right. I continue to be awestruck and honored by the generosity readers have shown me in sharing their feelings about my books, especially the gift of extraordinary and heartfelt letters. The wisdom and goodwill of the 83-year-old woman in a tiny town in Minnesota who wrote me to say, "At first I was not going to get your book because the title